Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor and we're going to run through a bunch of charts here. But first, if you're not already a member, go ahead and sign up. You can sign up on the home page of the website. It's free. You have no credit card or payment information required. All you need is to create a username and password, and you are in for free for 7 days, and you get all of the member only benefits like the live chat room, daily member watch list, daily member videos, premium alerts, as well as the lunchtime webinar that we run every day to help you run through some charts, and it's an educational experience as well. Might as well try it. It's free. All right, so let's run through these charts here. First, I'm going to cover the S&P 500. Looks like we broke this uptrend line that we had right here. We've got a touch here, 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 one here, and a couple touches here. So we've got a lot of touches on this trend line. So it's showing you that this level is important. We've also got a close below support, okay? It closed below support by a few cents, okay? So I'm not gonna call it a big close below support. I wanna see some more weakness, but definitely looking like we're gonna see some consolidation on the S&P 500 lower, okay? We broke below that trend line. We closed below support by a few cents. And if you look at the indicators down here, we've got the MACD crossed bearish, and it never was able to cross back above. The MACD is that red line, by the way, and the blue line is the signal line. And as you can see here, we're gaining momentum, some space away from that signal line. You know, if we look over here, you know, we weren't really able to break below it that much. And it looked like it may have crossed back above, but we saw continued weakness and it's trending down along with the RSI. The RSI is this green line right here, and that is trending down as well. So we've got the indicators agreeing with the trend line break on the chart. All right, next I'm going to cover Alibaba. Alibaba has this really nice uptrend line right here, several touches on it, really nice. And we closed just at it, just at this trend line right here and above the support from the previous 2 days, okay? I'll draw that support for you right there. Right about, oops. Sorry about that. Right about there. Okay, so right about 77. Today's lows is going to be that support level that you want to see hold if you are bullish on Alibaba. If we can hold this trend line and hold that support, then if we come up to this 79, 60 level, if we break over that, that's going to be really bullish for Alibaba. But you know, it is showing a little bit of weakness here. Not something I'm rushing into short at this very moment, personally. I want to see a close below this trend line and break below that 77 to see some continued weakness. As it stands right now, it's still in an uptrend, and it is still holding that trend currently. Looking at the indicators, we've got MACD that crossed below the signal line, bearish, and we've got RSI just kind of not really trending down. It's a little bit trending down, but it's still above that 50 level. So a couple of early potential warning signs, but it's right here on the cusp of breaking that trend or not. So it's definitely something you want to be aware of. All right, next we're going to cover Nike. This is the daily chart. Really nice uptrend line that we had right here, and it broke on this candle with heavy volume. Look at this volume right there. really heavy volume. It broke support. We had some really nice support there. A bunch of days, as you can see, at that support, and we broke through it with a bearish engulfing candle because it engulfed the previous day's candle. Okay, coming up here, this is what looks to me like a bear flag right here. I can draw that for you. And then here is the pole of the flag right there. So we broke support, coming back up, retesting this downtrend line as well as this 61 resistance. I would not be surprised if we did test that 61 resistance tomorrow. I think that's going to be a place that Nike will get rejected at. Next, I'm going to be covering Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, big break of an uptrend line that it had since the February lows over here. Touch here, 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 here again. It bounced. We were actually in the chat looking for a bounce today, but it actually gapped below that trend line over here. So we did not take that trade. And it's a good thing that we did not because it continued lower. Okay. Now that we have this trend line break, we broke below this trend line. We can look for shorting opportunities. I believe that Goldman Sachs is coming down from here. We've got a bearish MACD cross over here. We've got RSI at 42.26, so it's below the 50 line. And then as you can see today, not only did we break the uptrend line, but we did so on heavy volume. So definitely a word of caution on Goldman Sachs. GoPro. GoPro is looking bullish right here. We broke over this downtrend line right there. We also broke above that resistance right there. Okay, the high of this candle, this candle, this candle. So a lot of resistance in that range, and we broke above that. Okay, I think that we can use this uptrend line as support, and I think that GoPro can be heading higher. Okay. Next, I'm going to cover X. X, we had a really nice uptrend line as support, and now we crossed below it. Okay. If you're looking for a breakout there, it's tough to do a breakout over key resistance. As you can see, the highs of this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle. We've got 5 days of resistance, and it would have been hard to break over that resistance when we've got a MACD that crossed over bearish a while ago and has been trending down as X has been kind of hanging around up here. So it was losing steam. Okay. Next, I'm going to cover Chipotle. Chipotle, we've got a trend line break right here. Big support at that at this 454 level right here. The lows of these two candles, this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle right here. So about 5 or 6 days, and then we closed below it by $4 right here. Next support, you can see if you scroll out, is at 440. That's going to be some big support. This is a must-hold level, in my opinion, for Chipotle, that 440 level. If 440 breaks, I believe we're going to be coming down here and testing that 400 level again on Chipotle. Okay, we've got big support here at that 440 level. May get a bounce short term from that level. And another thing that I want to point out is we've got this downtrend line right here. Okay, downtrend line has gotten rejected several times. Look at how perfect that is. Each touch just gets rejected. Okay, so look for Chipotle to continue lower. Next, I'm going to cover Costco. Costco, very similar look to Goldman Sachs. We had this uptrend line right here. As you can see by all the arrows, we've got a lot of touches on that trend line, and then we broke below it today. And look what else we have. We have one of the highest volume days we've had in several months with this candle right here, okay? Look at that volume on a big red candle, all right? So if Costco comes up here and retests that trend line, we've also got resistance from this downtrend line as well that'll be a factor moving forward. So just be aware of that. Next, I'm going to cover ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil broke a trend line early or mid last week over here, and we're just kind of hanging out below it. All right, we've got indicators pointing down, trending down, while ExxonMobil was trending up. So I'm looking and I'm seeing some weakness on ExxonMobil, and you can use this level as support right there. So a break below that, and ExxonMobil should be heading lower. Next, I'm going to be covering Under Armour. Under Armour, really nice uptrend that we have right here. Several touches at this line, and then we've got the breakout point, a break over about 86.60 or so, and that should send it higher. Okay, as you can see here, this volume by price bar is the biggest bar on the chart. Okay, a lot of resistance in that way. So a break over this level would be extremely bullish for Under Armour. So that's something you want to look out for. And you also want to see this uptrend line hold as support. Okay. Next, I'm going to be covering GILD. GILD is right at this key downtrend line. Okay. This is a very, very key level for GILD. As you can see, we've had several touches along that line. This is a very, very nice looking downtrend line. You got to assume that the trend is going to continue, but if it does break over this downtrend line, that's going to be extremely bullish for GILD, and I think it'll be set for much higher prices. If it gets rejected, we can come back here, test these lows eventually, and potentially take those out as well. Next, I'm going to be covering Twitter. All right, so Twitter, as I've mentioned before, we had a break over this downtrend line, came back, retested it, and came back and retested this uptrend line. Nice looking candle combination right here with some nice volume as well. We have an uptrend line to play with moving forward. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches right here. So it's definitely a valid line to be playing with. Got to assume that if it does come back down to this level, that it'll get a bounce. As you can see here, we've got the MACD crossed over bullish several days ago. So that's a good sign for the bulls. And this is definitely one that you want to keep on watch. Next, I'm going to cover Tesla. Tesla, we've got this really nice uptrend line since the early February lows. We've got several touches here in the beginning, a touch here, a few touches here, almost a touch there, touch here. So there's definitely a line that you want to be aware of moving forward. We're not really getting any warning signs from the indicators. MACD is back above the signal line. Got to assume that this trend line is going to hold. So definitely look for potential bounces off that level. At least that's the way that I'm seeing it on my end. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by and watching this video. Appreciate it as always. Again, sign up for the free membership. No credit card or payment information required. You can jump in and check us out for 7 days for free and see what we're all about. We'll see you over there.